I've been lucid dreaming since I was 17. It started accidentally. One night I realized I was dreaming in the middle of a math test nightmare. Something clicked. I stood up in the classroom, flipped off the chalkboard, and flew out the window like Superman. Ever since then, I've practiced. I learned how to fly, manipulate time, even craft entire dream worlds like digital cities stitched from memory and fantasy. At 32, my lucid dreams are the only part of my life that feels under control. In reality, I'm just an IT guy living in a small apartment above a bakery. I eat microwave dinners, watch late-night horror flicks, and fall asleep with podcasts playing. But when I dream, I rule kingdoms. I breathe underwater. I live. It was a Tuesday night when things changed. I'd eaten a cold burrito and gone to bed early. I slipped into a dream quicker than usual, finding myself on a beach made of black glass. The sky overhead rippled like oil and water, shifting from violet to orange. It was beautiful, and like always, I was aware. I knew I was dreaming. I ran across the obsidian sand, kicked off, and soared into the sky, laughing. Then I felt it. A presence, like the dream had hiccuped. The air rippled and the light dimmed just slightly. Something was watching me. I turned. At first it looked like a hole in the world, a tear in the sky. But then it stepped through. Not walked, stepped, like it had always been there and just decided to be seen. It was tall, taller than any human, and thin, but not frail. Its body was made of something like wet ash, constantly flaking and repairing itself. It didn't have a face, but its head twitched side to side as if it were sniffing me out. I tried to will it away. I focused, something I'd practiced for years. Close your eyes, imagine something else, change the scene. Nothing happened. The beach didn't shift, the sky didn't clear. The thing just stood there, tilting its head. Then it moved. Not toward me, but into me. I didn't wake up immediately. That's the thing. I felt it pass through me, like plunging into ice water. My ears rang, and a voice, my voice, whispered, "You looked back." I woke up gasping, heart slamming. My sheets were soaked. The podcast had stopped, just static now. My phone battery was dead, strange, since it had been full before bed. I didn't dream for 2 days, not once. For someone like me, that's unheard of. Even non-lucid dreams usually flicker behind my eyes, but there was nothing. Then the dreams returned, but I didn't control them anymore. I was in a hallway, the kind from old hospitals, pale green tiles, flickering ceiling lights, the faint smell of bleach. I couldn't move, only watch myself walk forward, each step echoing like a heartbeat. At the end of the hall was a door marked "Welcome Back." Inside the room stood the thing. Now it had eyes, hundreds of them, blinking, watching, each with a different color and size. They sprouted like tumors across its body. One eye, near what might have been its chest, was mine. I recognized the birthmark in the iris. I screamed. I forced myself to wake up. When I sat up, panting, my mouth was full of salt. I started leaving lights on at night. I stopped using the dream journal, but I couldn't stop it. Every night it was there, closer. Sometimes behind a tree, or in a mirror, or just outside the boundaries of the dream. And each time I saw it, I felt a little colder when I woke up. The final straw came 3 weeks ago. In the dream, I was at my childhood home. Everything looked normal at first. My old bedspread, the posters, even the old GameCube hooked up to the TV. Then I heard footsteps. My mother's voice called from the kitchen, but she's been dead for 6 years. I opened the door, and there it was, wearing her skin. Not realistically. It was stretched too tight, the mouth too wide, the eyes too large and glassy. But the voice was perfect. It beckoned me. I tried to fly away. Couldn't. The thing smiled with her face and whispered, "You're letting me in." I woke up. The TV was on, showing static. My door, locked before bed, was open, and on the floor, leading from the door to my bed, were wet footprints. Bare, human-shaped, but far too long. That day I booked a hotel, slept with the lights on. Still, it came. Only now, It doesn't just exist in dreams. A few nights ago, I saw it on the security cam for the hallway, just a flicker, a tall shape near my door at 3:07 a.m. It stood there for 13 minutes, no face, no movement, then gone. Last night it was inside. I live alone. But when I got out of the shower, the mirror had something written in the condensation. "Let's build a world together." My phone buzzed, new photo in the gallery. It was me, asleep, taken from the end of my bed. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was always there, waiting for someone like me to notice it, or if I brought it into being by dreaming too deeply. All I know is that it noticed me when I noticed it, and now we're linked. I haven't slept in 4 days, but I'm getting weaker. My body aches. I see it in the corner of my eyes when I blink too long, in reflections, in dreams that flicker even when I'm awake. Tonight, I have to sleep. And if I do, if you're watching this and I don't wake up, don't dream about it. Don't picture it. Don't look back. Because if it notices you, it might follow you home too.